With the presence of the divine and with the beginning of our new year, 2K24, can I have your smiles going brighter? Because we already have the very dynamic and, of course, a very, very lovely lady here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our first session of the day, our humble thanks to our presenting partner, De Beers and Synergic Solutions Private Limited. And our associate partners are Achal Jewels, Pragya Jewels, Fiona Diamonds, and Nitin Jewelers. This is truly the most awaited moment. Ladies and gentlemen, the beginning of our Knowledge Day with our headline speaker, Ms. Richa Singh, MD, National Diamond Council, India and Middle East. And the topic is truly interesting. Are we future ready? Decoding the real potential of natural diamonds. May we please give it up for Ms. Richa Singh. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. You know, Bhatta ne mujhe lunch ke baad rakha tha and I requested and I said, please mujhe subah rakhna when everybody is awake and ready to listen to me. And then I realized it's probably worse because I'm opening and I don't know if you all are already in the mood to be talking consumer or listening to us speaking about consumer. I'm going to rush very quickly through what NDC does, what we are here for. We've been in India for 5 years now, and we are looking to see how we can help you all grow the business, of course, with our partners, De Beers being our biggest champions here. And we are looking to see what we can do to understand the consumer. As a mother who has a 15-year-old, I can tell you, मैं अभी भी नहीं समझ पाई हूँ कि क्या minds होता है youth का. But we try. Every day we try, every day we fail, every day we try to reinvent ourselves to say, how do we stay relevant to these youngsters and how do we stay relevant for our youngsters? So we are, you know, there is a reason for our existence. So I'm going to quickly start. Bhatta has already given me time before I stood on stage. I'm going to start very quickly by wishing you all a very happy new year. Great beginning for me to start the new year with all of you. And it's the beginning of hopefully a great business year for all of us. So starting with where we are, we've just ended the year, first cut results that my team has put on. Extremely proud to say that we have a website where we have had 100 million views. This for us is proof that people are interested in jewelry, in diamonds, in what this industry and category is all about. Everywhere where you sit, we talk about gadgets, we talk about iPhones, we talk about travel, but you underestimate what the consumer is curious about. This is just numbers that we have achieved with very limited budgets only on the NDC platforms, and this is it. One more point I'd like to highlight. We have done 845 brand collaborations with jewelers, designers, retailer partners through only in India. This is India data, guys, not the global data. So very quickly, we were meeting yesterday and we were talking and he said, please put up a slide to tell the world, just an indicator that there is curiosity on your category. Again, I reiterate, people want to know what diamonds are all about. This is what we look like. This is, the kind of data we share. This is our slide from yesterday. We were recapping the year for us. So whether it's history, whether it's people's stories, celebrities, the journey that we take, the sustainability journey that we take, brands that we spotlight, red carpet. But it's a mix of it, and you will be, these are some of our top stories for the year last year. And on an average, we have roughly about 600,000 people reading each story. We talk only to the top 10 cities. We talk only to the luxury consumer. Majority women, I will say. But sustainability stories we also share with men. Red carpet, probably less so. Just an indicator on, what is happening. What we do, what our single line objective is, make people fall in love with diamonds. We don't have any other thing. The aspect that we work with you, how do we build this diamond dream? And second, of course, how do we create transparency and positivity around our industry? मैं एक incident देना चाहती हूँ. We went in summer to JCK. We went in September to China, and then, we've had our show in August, of course. And हर जगह जाओ, आपको लोग कहते हैं कि ना, times are tough, business अच्छा नहीं है, business हो नहीं रहा. It's only in India we'll say, हो जाएगा, हम करके दिखाएंगे. So as a community, as a fraternity, we are so positive, we make it happen. And it's true, we've had the best season across the world. The best season has been in India. Is it been a blockbuster season? No. But has it been a good season? Yes. And those of you who did things, it shows. You have your results. But you go to the other countries, you go to the other people. So I think that, somewhere we need to be very proud of what we as an industry have achieved. And we need to start the year feeling good that, yes, this is 2024 is going to be an even better year. Quick recaps on the kind of things we do, starting with our plugs. Go ahead, sorry.
Do you believe diamonds are only a girl's best friend?
Not at all.
No.
I hope you've all seen it, so I want tech glitch. You have to begin the
Not
year.
at all.
No, dear.
Though I whacked these off my mummy, but like a good son, I bought her bigger one.
Oh, such a good singer.
Hiru was so proud of me.
Hiru was very proud.
I told
In fact,
Hiru
every day after he told Hiru, my mother, that he has bought diamonds for his mom. I think she's secretly wishing that I'm going to do the same. On my own 50th birthday, I think she expects me to give her diamonds. Sindhis love their diamonds, I want to tell you, dude.
हम कैलकाटा में थे नवंबर में मुझे कहा गया कि क्यों आप ये नहीं कह रहे हैं कि मारवाड़ीज लव देयर डायमंड्स सो आई हैव बीन टोल्ड नेक्स्ट वन मुझे बोलना है कि मारवाड़ीज लव देयर डायमंड्स बट द होल आइडिया इज दैट वी गेट पीपल टू टॉक अबाउट देयर डायमंड मोमेंट्स टुडे ऑल्सो व्हेन यू स्पीक टू अ गाय एंड हिज आइडिया ऑफ आई हैव अचीव्ड समथिंग इन लाइफ द फर्स्ट मैनिफेस्टेशन इज इन अ कार दैट ही हैज होपफुली our audience has a house which they are living in or a pin code that they are happy with. And for a woman, it's a diamond. And for a woman, you go further to a 24-year-old, it's a solitaire today, not even just a diamond. Pooja? We also did collaborations where we wanted conversations happening. Please understand, for us, the focus is consumer, not trade. And the whole idea was to get a conversation, a festival online where we have things like the first topic we discussed, what came first, the lehenga or the diamonds. And, you have conversations where we say, what kind of diamonds make it to the auction table? So these are things probably brands would not pick up or would not work towards. We spoke about slow fashion, we spoke about ethics, giving back the industry, how it's looking at sustainable practices. So it was we also did styling. So we had the biggest stylists in the country say white shirt and diamonds, or diamonds from your mother that can be styled differently. But we had 2 days. Organically, the most viewed one was, of course, the Bollywood housewives speaking about their love for diamonds. It ended up being a 42-minute episode, which we had to trim into 3. But the women love their diamonds, and they love to speak about it. And it's our business to share with you what all they are loving. We work with, like I mentioned, we have 845 collaborations in 2023. We make sure that for every piece of content we create, it's one of you whose jewelry is showcased. We don't have any jewelry of our own. So, of course, it's one of you. Across the regions, we try. I must say that we showcase a lot more Bombay than anything else, but we have a fairly decent representation of all the states. This is our latest video. It's gone live last week. Please.
Hi, I'm Saba. I am a usually happy person.
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now it's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me.
I feel like the world would be rather drab without music.
'Cause every time,
As music is to emotions, diamonds are to luxury.
but nothing held that you could be my destiny. Baby, baby, you are really hurting.
Joy is the singular legacy that you can kind of leave behind.
I know you play your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know and I'll go.
We shot with Sabah Azad last month when she was trending. The whole idea that we have is we don't take A-listers, you all do. 6 brands have been showcased here. I was just asking her the names of which all brand is there. But we've showcased Zoya here. We also showcased A.S. Motiwala. We've got Antara, if I'm not wrong. But we have 6 brands that we showcase. We have content on it, stills on it, images. We do PR on it. So the whole idea that we have is koi bhi piece of content that we make. We've done 750 pieces of content in 2023. Any piece of content we do needs to have a minimum threshold of visibility. As of last night, this is about a week old. As of last night, we have 18 lakh views on it, the video. And the article, the social media, the PR content is different, is over and above that. We continue to work with, Pooja, just play the videos while I'm
8 or 9
We
years
continue
old.
to
I had
work
already
with
decided that I
so
must
while
now have
one
a pair
side
of
we are
earrings.
talking
And it's
current,
very odd. Now, how do you like, it's a child, so how do you say no? What do you say? You're not sure what's going on. A call went straight to my grandfather to say that this child is 100% your granddaughter because she picked a piece that was the simplest piece, but it was the most expensive piece in that pile. So, best of luck.
Ria?
Diamonds are never going to be not something that makes you want to cry a little bit, but with happiness. What I've learned about jewelry through my mom really is how to value things that aren't trendy, you know, how to value things and how to see things for what they will be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. And, you know, it's not about not living in the moment, but it's also about having a sense of vision about where your life is going to go and where you will be in 10 years and how you'll feel like wearing that piece of jewelry or handing it down.
So while you're talking trends and what is trending today, we showcased a lot of colored gemstones and diamonds last year because that was the trend we announced in 2023. So a lot of jewelry with emeralds, limited with sapphires and rubies, but a lot more with emeralds that we showcased. But at the same breath, we are trying to show their own pieces of jewelry and say how they're lasting. So we straddle both ends, one showing the heirlooms and things that never go out of style, and some which, you know, you're working on the new age thing. We started to also use digital more to our advantage or stay current. Our industry is not perceived as one of the more modern, fast-moving industries. The perception is still very dated. And we started to work with AI and say, how can we create looks, fairy tales, consumer-generated, inspired by stylists. Like I said, while we talk heirlooms, we also do trend report. We release an annual trend report. We promote it through the year. We've covered about 90 plus brands. Next, Pooja. And all of the brands get the content that we shoot. We have video content, stills. We do PR bursts through the year. So it's roughly about 6 months of PR promotion on this. The whole idea is to get the industry, when I say, or the fraternity, the fashion fraternity, start to talk about jewelry. We also did another
शादी, celebrations, यार दोस्त, रिश्तेदार and परिवार. Shadis are also about प्यार and looking good. And that means gorgeous outfits and glorious natural diamonds. This season, enjoy my favorite show as we bring you many more stories of love, romance and weddings that are made in heaven. Natural Diamond Council partners with Made in Heaven Season 2 to celebrate distinct love stories that are made in heaven, streaming only on Prime Video.
This was the first ever integration done by Prime Video. They don't integrate, but I must, for this one, I have to personally thank our friends in the industry who waited 3 years. We signed this deal in October 2019. We started conversation, we paid up in January 2020, and we got it in 23. So the patience that the jewelers had to wait for this content to come out with us, it's, the films are, if we want to afford the films, it's a long gestation period for us, and we've been working hard to make sure that you all are an integral part of the big properties at least. I'll skip this, let's go. We have a lot of coverage. Like I said, the whole idea is to get PR conversations which are not paid. Last, this is more B2B. This is a request that came up from you. We do 2 large B2B projects in a year. Globally, this year was all about sustainability. We were asked about lab-grown diamonds, myth-busting around it. We've put together a report. It's a humongous report with third-party data, because obviously we will be biased. So we have created a report which has, now we've translated in multiple languages. We have short-form content. We have made video content for retailers to use and partner with. If any one of you wants it, the team is here to share. We also did 3 big collaborations in the UAE. We are partnering with the 3 partners there, which have very distinct audiences, working with them to see how we can grow the industry. This is purely, we started with them because they wanted to make Dubai the diamond destination, and we started to work with them. This is a larger part, their sign of commitment and faith in us. So we started this last year. This is us. I have given you a very quick, I would say a rushed version of what we do. There are some of you who we work with. Ishu's just walked in. We started working with Ishu, I think 5 years ago. He's one of the first people who started collaborating with me. But we've worked over the 5 years to build a conversation around diamonds that is more positive, that makes the consumer feel excited, the consumer more confident about what they're buying. We are not here to replace the gold, or, it's not an either-or situation. Since day one, I've said we are the Sone Pe Suhaga, and we continue to say that we make gold prettier, and we need to collaborate with you all to pass that vision to the consumer. We are working we believe that you all know shadis better, you all know your consumers better already. So what we are working as a team is to say, how can we catch the new consumer, what the new consumer is doing, and what the consumer is likely to think. किसी को नहीं पता उसके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है. हम preempt करें, test करें, we fail, we succeed, but the whole idea is that we start to talk to her. So we've started to put, over the last 2 years, lockdown and then opening up, I think the consumer journey, I've been working in trying to speak to women for the last 26 years, and I think the last 3 years have been the fastest churn in her mind space. Buying journey has evolved. Kaise karti thi, kya sochti thi has changed so much in the last 3 years that we are still playing catch up as an industry with the consumer. We've got quick, dirty 10 things that we felt that this consumer is, about this consumer that think work for all of you or will work for all of you. Luxury industry, you underestimate. Hum China nahi hai. We don't think we want to be China, but we have our own way of getting into luxury, and every indicator says that Indians are going to consume a lot more luxury. In 2002, I joined L'Oreal, and the first category, the first report I read, and they said, India, the #1 luxury category was jewelry. And we forget that, but any other brand, you are talking, alcohol is talking luxury, automobile, of course, talks luxury, realty, housing is starting to use the word luxury. We don't. And we must understand that fine jewelry for an Indian consumer, as you percolate down, is the biggest luxury category even today. So, keep playing, Pooja. The other thing that has happened is that digital has become such a organic part of luxury. There is no debate. There was a stage when it was only about the showroom and when they came in, what the experience was and what was happening. Now, in every aspect, it is, they are... We've picked on something that happened now in Bombay City, because we were meeting here just to showcase that this is what your consumer is seeing. Whatever she's coming, don't think uska experience is limited to when she walks in to meet you. It's a lot of what she's absorbing around. You may be better than, your category, your industry, or what you think is your competition, but your competition is not the jeweler next door. Your competition is a restaurant. Today, talk to a 25-year-old. We've just spoken to the youngsters. What is the biggest expense? F&B. Every weekend, if you if you're older, speak to the younger generation in your family, friends, how much money are they spending every weekend? Your biggest competition, the biggest luxury consumption category today is food and beverage. you are losing out to. People think it is justifiable to go to a restaurant and eat, but not justifiable to spend 1 lakh रुपए on jewelry. क्यों? Because आपको लगता है मेरा competition बाजू वाला है, आपको नहीं लगता कि मेरा competition restaurant है. But the problem is आपका competition restaurant है, आपका competition बाजू वाला नहीं है. It is how many of you spoke to people around the first week when the Geo World Plaza opened to say that we must go there? You know, we were there for the opening. How many pieces Louis Vuitton sold the first night? You underestimate people's desire to spend. Your competition is not internal. Your competition is not gold versus diamond versus rubies versus lab-grown diamond versus it's not. It really is what the consumer is speaking about outside. It is not just local brands or international brands. It's the experience. She's sitting at home. This is Gucci. Gucci is doing live bookings. You can pick and choose which country you want to speak to, which language you want to speak to. They'll take you through their portfolio and they'll place an order for you. So this is the offering of a luxury brand to you. Going for, this is, okay, and I take it forward, it's not just luxury, this is the most mass brand that can be. I don't know if you've seen this ad.
Welcome to my home. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy, हर दिल की fantasy.
It's the simplest AI mechanism that started a while ago. You can put your mugshot and make your own ad. Do you know how many people bought dark fantasy or did this just for this? And it's not a big investment. It's as every day passes, it becomes more common, but there is still that desire, the excitement to be engaging with the celebrity. Digital is everywhere. The next, in every form. I don't think you can say मैं digital भी करूँगा. It's an integral part. It's base hygiene. So it's a misnomer. We shouldn't be putting it up, but we just want to say we grew up and got mobiles. This is a generation that grew up with the first image when they opened their eyes was a phone that their parents had put in their face. So the child has grown up seeing this. So they are so used to, gadgets and digital world that I don't think they know a world without it. The other thing that came up, we just want to say, this is a life when we were making this deck, the day in December, what you do, and every 2 hours she has a Instagrammable moment. तो आपके पास attention span सिर्फ 15 मिनट का है, 10 मिनट का है, 3 मिनट का है उसको बात करने के लिए. So you have to make sure. So the words we were talking as a team and we decided they have nano attention. They love to flirt. अभी आप हो, अभी कोई और है. So I cross everything. I have a distraction every minute. I like to flirt. I have no loyalty with a category, with a experience. Every day I want to do something new. The point that they want is that everything should feel customized. I don't know how much of it was actually done for Deepika, but it was packaged for Deepika. And the story was, everybody wanted to know. But the Karigari story, I don't know anything. Amit is going to come up and talk about the origin story of where your diamond came from, what you did. People want to know. We yesterday was speaking about a category where the team said they'll tell you कि आपको किस आदमी ने ये पैक किया है, लेबल के ऊपर लिखा है आपका नाम क्या है, for a brand, a clothing brand. And it's just, I'm not saying it's a trigger for purchase, but it's a feel-good trigger for a brand you invest in or you're a part of. But these are stories that a consumer is now looking for. Come. The change that we feel that is happening, which we are encouraging, we are working very hard as a team, we would like to take some credit for it. It's not about locker jewelry, it's about having the jewelry in your drawer. आपको सिर्फ वो देना है जो आप उस टाइम पे पहन सकते हो. It's not things that you take out once a month, once in 6 months for an occasion, for a wedding. We want you to enjoy your jewelry today. It's a jewelry that you will repeat, jewelry that you will wear. Also, jewelry that has become an integral part of your personality. It stands for what you are. So you'll see the new generation is very keen to pick, break, split, wear differently the jewelry that they inherit, that they want to borrow from their parents, or that they want to invest in. But it's stuff that I wear today. Nobody is talking and saying, "मैं खरीद के रख लेती हूँ." Yes, investment is a big part. Yes, it is a conversation that happens during weddings. But for an everyday piece of jewelry, it's all about now. It's also, I think COVID made us all feel mortal. It's maybe changing. This year was a slightly different year in 23. But आज है, कल, literally कल हो ना हो. It's we'll skip this, Pooja. It's customization. I think we are the first industry in India. Every piece of jewelry that went out was customized in some form or the other. All the categories have started saying bespoke, customized today. You are the originals. You are the OGs of customization. Own it. Who else has been customizing since forever? Since before, I can think of even the generations before you, every pieces, whether it's the length, whether it's the stringing, everything is changed in a piece of jewelry. We need to show it off. We need to speak about it. We need to talk about it. It's new to the luxury industry. People charge extra for it. We've been giving this service for the longest time and not showing it off.
So now,
this is something that, the older generation will speak and they say the consumer is a know-it-all. The consumer today wants everything. Why should I have to choose? मुझे Oscar भी देखना है तो Filmfare Award भी देखना है. अगर मैं, this was the week we spoke about, अगर हमें Rocky और रानी देखना है तो मुझे Top Gun भी देखना है. It's not like I have to choose between Bollywood and Hollywood. It's not like I have to choose between, a high-low fashion. So I can do Zara and I can carry a Chanel with it. I want it all. There is no having to choose. I do Sangeet, but I also want to do a bachelorette with it and say that I will do both the Indian customs and what is happening globally. So really there is a sense of if I can, whatever I can afford in my circle, I must have it all. I want to wear that lehenga on the shadi and dress up at the same time that I'm wearing a bikini on the beach. It's not like I'm saying it's one way or the other. I want it all. The other thing which I think that you all underestimate, for every piece of content that we get out on men, it's the most watched, read content today. I think that men have huge potential. I know there are things being done and it's ad hoc and there are some brands who've done it. But as an industry, I think that this is something that it is low-hanging fruit for us. It's something that you can make a lot of money on. By the way, we are working very hard on it. Ranveer wore it for Rocky or Rani. Next Rohit Shetty film, hopefully you will have Ranveer wearing diamonds as well. So we will have most of the Bollywood celebrities who are starting to, Hardik Pandya is not our promotion, but we have promoted Hardik Pandya and his solitaires in a big way. Why not? So we are picking on people and showcasing men in the way that they can be. And like I said, we are global citizens, and it's a very common, often abused terminology to say that we love to travel, we like to do this. We are traditionalists at heart. We go to Buddha Bar and we still jump for joy when they play an Indian Bollywood track or mixed up when the DJ starts to add it to the house music. It's the first few years where you openly go and say, "Mujhe Indian hi khana hai," and you will find it in the most obscure corner. I have come back from, Scandinavia, and you had Indian restaurants in every place. You have come of age where there is a sense of pride in saying, "I'm Indian and I believe in it." And we will never shy away from Indian music, Indian films. At some stage, think back to 15 years ago, you were embarrassed when people mocked your films and you said people running around trees. Now when somebody says it, you say it with pride and say, "Yeah, we like to run around trees." So there is that change so while we want to watch a Kardashian, we are following Malaika Arora and Alia Bhatt in the same breath, and we want to do both aspects of it. So we want a photo op in a proposal that happens in Paris, but we want an Indian full-on Saat Din Ki Shadi where everybody comes and there's a whole band baja barat with it. The last is, I come back to the social responsibility part. You all underestimate the power of it. I reiterate, कोई इसलिए नहीं खरीदने आएगा क्योंकि आप 4 लोगों को खाना खिलाते हो या आपका कहाँ से diamond trace होता है. But this is base hygiene. They expect it to be that. तो अगर वो 6 ब्रांड को कंसिडर कर रहे हैं, they will go to a brand which is doing some good. I cannot actively go out and do good, but I want to talk to brands that do good. Every brand, however, you know, we had examples of mass brands also, but every brand, whether it's luxury, whether it's mass, is talking about social responsibility. It is not just sustainability. We were in Surat, we were talking, and it was, you know, one of the consultants who said, कि आप UN के goals बोलते हो, sustainability goals are not only about the environment and the planet. It is also about how much employment you give, who you give employment to, how you, you know, remove poverty. These are all the UN goals. So any good that we do, and COVID has proven that 100% of our industry has given back. That everybody, whatever they could, has done good in their own way. Some have advertised it, spoken about it, PR, some haven't. But this is good to share with your consumer. There's a sense of pride in which brand you've bought from. And that, I think, you will understand that this is, again, this is not a reason why a person will walk into your showroom to buy, but this is a point of consideration if they're debating between 2 brands. This is just a recap of what we said. She's looking for rare, one-of-a-kind things, personalized stuff for self-expression, sustainable, ethical. I have a different mood every moment, and I'm sure you have enough customers who speak about it. We are doing high-low fashion. We do wear H&M along, you know, we were having a debate to say कि H&M और Zara पहनती है, but साथ में Chanel का bag carry करती है. And there is a love for everything that is natural. COVID worked in our favor, where they fell in love even more with natural fabric, natural yarn, natural diamonds, I would love to say, but it's all, and everything is digital, of course. And if you look at this checklist, tell me one thing that we as an industry don't have. We are the only industry which can put a tick across all of these elements. So this is something that, again, I reiterate, you know, when we speak, we keep saying that. I don't know why we feel that it's a challenging year. Everything is in your favor. Of course, it's a challenging year, but everything is in our favor as an industry, as a category that we can work on. We, of course, are biased, and we are going to say natural diamonds, and we sit with our partners and talk about saying that they are we as a category put a tick across every brand. We as a category make every other category look beautiful. I'm hoping to sit with them and look at pink sapphires. I think we make pink sapphires also look pretty. And we are going to work to see how we can work together to build, not just the sapphires, but the diamonds. We are here to collaborate with you. We don't sell anything. We are a not-for-profit anytime. You all want to see how you can collaborate with us. Please, my team is all here. We are happy to look forward and build the diamond dream with you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Richa Singh. Kindly join us here. Center stage, we like to felicitate you. And thank you for the brilliant knowledge at the same time, the challenges faced by our industry and the solutions you've given us. May we please put our hands together as we like to invite Vastupal Rankaji from Rare Jewels, a Ranka Legacy, to kindly join us here on stage and present a lovely token of love, a memento. Please come. To Miss Richa Singh, ladies and gentlemen, I truly appreciate this morning. The applauses have truly brightened, and feel free to cheer as well. This is truly a very, very precious moment for all of us. We'd like to truly thank our presenting partners. Thank you so much. De Beers, Fura Gems, and Synergic Solutions Private Limited. Thank you, Miss Richa.